Oh, this is the Skate Fillet podcast, episode 121. I am Grant Fiero. I'm here with Michael Medina, and today we're going to be talking about the Fancy Lad video. Oscar Rosenberg turned pro for Polar. There's some controversy around Elijah Berle's current board sponsor, which we'll get into. Antonio Durao dropped the video part for numbers. Sean Hale turned pro for Birdhouse. Trent McClung had a pro part for Primitive. And Albert Nyberg also released a video part on Thrasher. So, Mike, whether it's one of those video projects, news about someone going pro, what do you want to start out with today?
I feel like you're basically just asking me what my favorite thing was.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. My
What was your
favorite thing, Albert Nyberg, dude.
Yeah? Nyberg?
Dude, he killed it.
It was nuts.
He went nuts, dude. Landed every trick bolts. And he did some dark slides and shit, which was really unexpected.
I mean, with like his super unorthodox, like very creative, different trick selection, I think that
I love it.
like they have to, it's really sick. But yeah, like if it's not done well, it would just be so easy to like hate on or just like not that fun to watch. But he does those insane, weird, like he does 360 hard flips, like super good. It's
Yeah,
so
dude. I was just gonna say, dude, what about a 360 hard flip and a laser flip back tail?
Yeah, 360 hard flip down that double set was crazy.
Fuck. That's nuts. This dude pulled up to a double set and said, fuck it, dude, I'm gonna double hard flip this thing. That's nuts.
So, I mean, I'm sure you're familiar with him, but have you been like psyched on stuff in the past, or is this kind of
Okay, here's my thing is that I went into it like very much knowing the name,
Okay.
but was entirely unsure about every single one of his sponsors.
Oh, really?
I still am kind of like I think it's Etnies,
Yeah, I know he's on Etnies for sure.
and then I couldn't tell you any other sponsor that he has. What was his
He might be
last
on
board
Sour.
sponsor? Element or some shit?
No, he might. It's not Element, but he might be
No,
on
I know.
Sour. Let me look it up.
I'm like really curious. I totally don't know.
Yeah.
Not that really like matters as far as like video
Yeah,
parts these days anyway.
Yeah. I thought it was,
What do you mean?
there was really no teaser. 3-part, 7-minute song or
Dog. Yeah, I was gonna
7-minute
say
out.
there's three parts in that one part.
Dude, it was a lot of footage, which was sick.
Hell yeah, dude. He wasn't playing, man. He came correct. What was your favorite part of it? Like not
Sorry.
tricks done, like if we were to break it down in 3 parts, what was your favorite part?
Oh, I don't know. I think I liked a lot of the stuff towards the beginning. He was just doing
Me
like
too.
really crazy like stuff that was just like ledge tricks that I was just like, what?
And there was like really dope spots.
Yes, I would agree. I mean, I think a lot of different places in Europe, just kind of the way stuff looks and skate different type of stuff.
And let's not forget that the boy does a dark back lip slide.
That was nuts, dude.
That shit was fucked up, dude. Who does that?
Yeah, I've never seen
Dude,
that.
he did a few like in
Yeah,
that
oh,
trick,
a lot.
or in that part.
Yeah.
A few that I was literally just like more confused than anything else, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
The double hard flip down a double set is just bonkers to me.
Yeah, no, I agree. Coming into it, I'm familiar with him. I don't know like what his last video part was, but I've seen it on the internet.
He's a beast.
And so
He's
I
got a
knew
cool name.
I knew there was gonna be a lot of like weird, creative, just like unordinary tricks. So I kind of had that expectation, and it 100% lived up to it with just crazy, awkward stuff.
I was hyped. It wasn't like a part that I was like, oh shit, the Albert Nyberg part is out. But like as soon as I watched it, I was like super stoked that I watched it, and I even told like multiple friends that they should watch it, you know?
I know, yeah.
Which is,
Actually,
like,
one of my friends was like, "Oh, I just watched Trent's part." I was like, "Well, dude, you should watch this too, because it's like it's just
gnarly.
Yeah, it's like it's so different from anything else. Like you should just watch it.
Dude, it's so good. I'm stoked on that shit, man. If you think about it, man, ever since we've been doing this show, right? There's always been like one part that's like stood out to me, like every like year for that matter. Like last year, I remember it being Yarne.
Yeah, I was gonna say for you, it's definitely Yarne.
Yeah, like all year, that was like, dude, whether I wanted Kyle to be Sodi, which clearly I did, and whether I thought he killed it and deserved it, which I clearly think he did, Yarne still had my favorite part of the entire year,
Hmm.
which is totally fine. You know what I mean?
Do you feel like? So are you saying Nyberg? This is like your favorite video part of the year?
Right now, dude, right now it's up there, man. Like I'm
Really?
stoked on this shit. I still watch Shane's part a lot too.
The
And I'm
level
hyped.
one.
Probably Frankie Villani thus far probably has the part of the year.
Oh, try. What about Louis?
Louis' spit part was the shit, but Frankie Villani's part was like
Dude, his tricolor
he
part was
he
great.
he just and he just like he had a lot of like personal dream tricks in it. So there's always like that factor, I guess.
Hmm. That's cool.
Like, dude, you know how I feel about the fakey switch front crook, dude. I love that fucking trick, man. And like
Dude,
that, I feel like he does
like
it.
the
He
Frankie
does it better than everyone. Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
after that part, that's the Frankie trick.
Him and Alexis do it like the way that they do it is Alexis doesn't give a shit about it. Like he
Dude.
just barely pops his board, locks in perfectly, and then just stands there and then pops out.
Yeah, Alexis is incredible.
That's crazy how he does that, dude. Like there's got to be more thought process into it. You know what I mean?
It's just, I mean, the board control is
Yeah, his board
so
control.
high,
That thing is like just he is just so dialed in.
yeah, exactly.
I feel the same way about his shot. Like when you see the shot skate, it's like just mind-boggling.
Yeah, it's just like he just looks so comfortable.
Shane is another one. Tom Asta is another one. That's fucking wild to see Tom Asta skate. Miles is another one.
A lot.
Tom Asta more than a lot.
Yeah, he does look like super. I don't just like controlled. I don't know how to describe it, but I know
bang, trick.
It's almost like, especially when he skates ledges, it's like when he flicks his board, he knows it's like there's so much confidence that it's going to be right at the ledge. It's great.
Oh god, yeah. I've seen it in person, dude. Like it's nuts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, oh my god, dude. Especially him to be fakey flipping into tricks is just like that's not easy. Like that's not easy at all, you know. He does it like boom, there, did it. Like he did a half cab flip 5-0, and I was just like, fuck yeah, dude. Like that was so sick. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good trick.
Yeah. So at the end of the episodes for the past few weeks, we've been saying to let us know if there's something that we didn't mention that you wanted us to. And so some people commented that we should talk about the Fancy Lad video, which was released on Thrasher. Mike, were you able to watch any of that?
Dude, it was an hour long.
It is an hour long. I did not finish it myself.
Like my
I just want to
dude, they got
because I know people want us to.
They got balls dropping an hour-long skate fucking edit.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
Oh man, dude. Like we're just now seeing like emergence of like 15-minute long stuff being acceptable. These motherfuckers went up and beyond that.
So did you watch it?
I don't know, man. Yeah, I watched. It was tight. Like it wasn't like it's not something that like I'm super high. Like the skating was great. You know what I mean? It's like it's one of those things. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say that the skating wasn't great. The skating was great. It's just like it didn't have that for me personally. I'm not gonna be like fuck yeah. Like I don't get stoked on. Like it's not like an Atlantic Drift for me. Like I get if I read Atlantic Drift on my fucking YouTube timeline, like there's no way I'm not gonna click that.
Yeah.
I don't know. But again, dude, with this time that we're in right now with the internet and shit, like it's kind of hard to get that hyped.
Yeah, it can be, and I'm actually happy.
Can be. I should say, yeah, you're right. You put it better way.
Yeah,
it can be hard.
Fired up. But I'm glad you mentioned that it's an hour, not only because
like fuck, that's a long time, dude.
I mean, yeah, for multiple reasons. I think that's gnarly with the amount of footage that's being put out. Like, the people really have, and like I think they have to be really into a video to watch a 1 hour video. of a
Or the
lot of
brand.
people that aren't super known.
Yeah, they got to be really into like Adidas or Nike could drop an hour-long video and people would watch that shit
Yeah. Yeah,
because
I
they're
mean, a
Nike and
brand that
Adidas.
has a team that's very known and like their footage is
Exactly.
inspired.
I
Something
agree.
smaller and kind of like has the feel of Fancy Lad, like
Speaking of desired
which
footage,
people are into. I don't want to act like no one's backing them. I'm
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
saying.
You know who's desired footage for me right now?
Who's that?
Lawan, dude. I want a Lawan part real bad.
What was his last part? Do you have like a
I
he
think
did Nike
Push.
last year.
What did he
Oh no,
do?
Nike one was older. Yeah, Push probably.
I think it was Push was this last one. That's what I was trying. I was thinking about this earlier, man. You
I
see
still
that fakey N-word, man? That he
yes.
did on. What is wrong with this dude? I just learned this trick, and he just shit all over me.
I think that not that Luan's parts haven't been crazy so far,
They're awesome. Every
but
fucking one of
I
them is
still think
great.
that there's one that's gonna like really blow up,
I
like kind of
agree.
just have a bigger impact than the other ones have so
I
far.
completely agree with that. That's
I think
really
there's
well
gonna be
said.
just like a nuts one.
He's
Like
gonna
I've
have.
said this before for Alec Majerus because
Oh yeah.
I still feel like Alec is very underrated and he's gonna have a part that's gonna like have a Shane O'Neill effect. You know, like
He's gonna
we
have his
talked about
Shane goes.
the Shane parts that just go insane. The internet
Mhm.
goes crazy.
Shane
I think
goes started that.
yeah, that I would agree. I mean, especially for the internet stuff. Um,
I mean, I
I can,
can't think of a part that broke the internet prior to Shane goes.
yeah.
Can you? Because I really can't. I'm not even trying to be
Not
biased.
off the top of my head, like legit, no.
Because that shit literally shut down my. I couldn't fucking watch it for like a good hour.
Yeah, it was the Thrasher site wasn't working, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
On
that's
any platform, like you could try your phone, your computer, your tablet. It
that's
didn't
so
work.
rad. No,
I think
yeah,
that's nuts.
I
I
remember it
don't.
was.
And then it happened again.
That was in school. We were
Oh, I
all
think Chris Jocelyn's part fucked up the Thrasher site too.
which one?
The one Ghetto Bird down Hollywood. Or wait, was that Real Street?
That was yeah, that was real street. That didn't. I mean, Chris
Oh,
Johnson's his true part had an effect like we're talking about, but it wasn't released.
no, I thought there was a Chris Jocelyn part that like I'm tripping.
But yeah, so
Sworn,
what I was
dude.
saying was I feel like Luan and Alec, for some reason, those two dudes like came to my mind of they'll have a part that'll have a huge effect, like Shane O'Neill's parts do. Like I think everything Shane puts out now is just like it just has that crazy energy and hype behind it for so many people.
Mm-hmm. It's just I can't. Alec Majerus, man. The underrated is like not even the right word. Underappreciated.
Yep. Yep.
Underappreciated is the right word for me, dude. That dude is so gnarly. It seems like such a nice dude too.
Yeah.
Oh no, and he's from the Midwest, so he's been shoveling snow his whole life, dude. He's over it.
Last week's show was almost all about video parts. So far, we've
That's
talked about
all. It's all we get now. We get dudes
What?
going
No,
throwing video
hold on.
parts.
Let's talk about news, which is
All right, fuck yeah.
which has been a little dry for us the past couple weeks.
Very, dude. It's been like a fucking desert.
We love to talk about this.
We love to speculate, like as Drew
so-
would say.
Yes. Sean Pablo posted a photo on his Instagram story of Elijah Berle setting up an FA board.
Can't we do a thing, Grant? Hey, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Can't we do a thing where we show the photo right now?
Try that. Work on that. I sent you the screenshot.
Okay.
So I'll keep. So Sean posted that photo on a story. Later deleted it, but I mean, a lot of people saw it. It had been screenshotted. Whatever. Not by myself, but shout out Rob Brink. But yeah, I mean that's out there, and
That's funny.
so kind of a lot of people are talking about Elijah, obviously maybe leaving chocolate to skate for FA or hockey, which I think is based off of his skating. Like I think he definitely fits those companies. As far as like a connection with those dudes, there's obviously the whole Vans thing. So with Ave and Dill. So it makes sense, but at the same time, I wasn't like sitting here thinking Elijah's going to leave chocolate soon. But we've also seen lots and lots of changes, as everyone knows, over at Girl and Chocolate and Lakai.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could have said the same thing about Costin, man.
In the past couple of years, yeah. So, I mean, I checked this morning just to be up to date on the topic before we talk about it, and he's still listed on the chocolate site under the team page as of now. But that is something that we could be seeing in the next few weeks. Mike, were you surprised to hear about this?
Very, but as far as showing the photo, it says that you're the moderator, so you have to do it in the control room.
Okay, I'll try that. So yeah, I mean, like, do you think he's going there, or do you think, like, what do you think about it? Because I mean, it's a photo of him setting up a board. It's not like it was his. It wasn't an Elijah Berle FA graphic. It was him setting up an FA board.
Right. Okay. There was two initial thoughts that I had when I saw the photo. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's three. Like, there's one being that it got deleted.
Okay.
That's the initial thing. Is like, why would it be deleted if it was just like him setting up a homies board, right? And then off of that thought, why would it have a Vans and an Independent sticker on a homies board? Unless it was like, you know what I mean?
Board.
Right. Which is just kind of, a little too coincidental, I guess.
Yeah.
And then, and then my third thought was, if I see Raven without chocolate boards, I'm gonna just go ahead and assume that shit's going down over there. Because I personally, like, I feel like those two dudes have been keeping that company afloat for quite some time.
Yeah, I think they're probably two, like, if not the most, like, all up there for the most relevant dudes. Younger,
most relevant, most dude, like they put out. Yeah, they're out there still, like, consistently putting out footage, whether it be for other sponsors, whether it be, you know what I mean? Like, they're the ones that are definitely most marketable as well. Like, now that, well, not saying to, like, say anything about the chocolate team because they're fucking great. You know what I mean? They're excellent. But, like, I'm still not very familiar with Yanni, personally. Like, I'm not saying he's not a great skater because he is, but he's not going to keep a company afloat, so to speak.
Yeah.
Like, if those two dudes were to leave chocolate, I think a lot of people are going to stop giving a shit about chocolate. And that's kind of sad because I'm a fucking early 2000s kid, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously been around for years. It put out tons of
love
legendary video projects.
But like I said, man, if those two dudes were to leave, it's just like I don't know, man. That's what I'm keeping my eye on. I'm keeping my eye on Raven right now. Because
well, I mean, we could be sitting right here in a couple weeks and have an announcement about Elijah and have some facts about it, and maybe see
a board graphic
what
or
happens
something
with the
cool
Raven.
Like I would like to see Raven fucking 1-8 in this bitch.
I mean, that's always.
I'd love to see
somewhere that I think he would fit.
I'd love to see that, man. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't know where else I could really see Raven.
That shit would be sick as fuck, dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got a little, but just to make things clear, because like we said, this is just something we saw a photo of. This isn't factual. But Elijah was setting up a board. The whole Raven thing was just a side topic. So we'll see where that goes. Probably pretty soon we will know what's going on there. And I agree with you, Mike, about it almost makes it seem like something, like there is some sort of announcement, like it is legit based off the fact that the photo was deleted.
That's my number one thing, is that it got deleted.
Yeah.
That's like my thing.
Because I mean, for like one thing I thought of right now, for example, is Evan Smith setting up an anti-hero board at Double Rock that one day.
Yeah.
And it's not like no one was sitting around like, oh, he's on anti-hero now. Like the way the caption was worded and whatever was like, oh, like he just broke his board and needed a board or something. So definitely the fact that it's deleted seems to give us a different.
I think him on hockey would be badass.
Yeah, I mean, they've said before that's for the white people, right? So we'll see if that's where he goes, because that's where they've added more people.
What, hockey? Him and Donovan Piscopo on the same team would be so rad.
Donovan,
like that's one hell of a demo, dude.
That would be sick. Donovan and Elijah.
Shit, man, going to a hockey demo sounds gnarly.
John Fitzgerald.
Yeah, but he's always smoked, man. That's what sucks about him. He's awesome, but he's broke off. And he's like
Dude,
6'6", so nothing's gonna get better for him.
he skates so powerfully.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he can really heal up and stay
Nah,
healthy for a
dude.
while and knock out another part.
Those big dudes don't heal up, man.
You don't sound like you have any faith in it.
Ah, dude, they just don't, bro. Look at like professional athletes consistently over the history of the world. The bigger they
Chris
are,
Cole's
dude,
been out for a while.
the harder they fall. Yeah, he's not like 6'6", dude.
Chris
He's like
Cole's pretty
6'2".
tall. He's not as tall as John Fitzgerald, but he's tall.
Dude, John Fitzgerald is a giant.
Okay.
Like Chris Cole is like, quote unquote, a big dude. Just saying. I'm not hating because I like John Fitzgerald. He's sick. He's 1 in a million alumni, dude. I fuck with those dudes.
Yep. Back when it was sick. Remember the really
Yes.
weird year?
The year after, wasn't it? Or 2 years
Yeah,
later?
I think when they just started like focusing boards when you got out.
Yeah. Dude, what was that? I'll never forget the first episode I saw and they did that. I thought it was a joke. And then they sure as shit kicked the kid off the show right after, like,
It was so weird.
oh, man. Like,
I wish they
what
still did
is that? That's so dramatic, dude.
Yeah, that was weird.
Like, there should have been just, like, a board that they broke, like, as, like, for symbolism, you know? Like, I got the symbolism behind it. But, like, you totally just broke that kid's fucking board, dude, and sent him back in.
So weird.
Who was on that one? Did anyone come off of that show? Mikey Haywood.
I don't even remember, honestly.
Mikey Haywood, for sure. I can't think of anyone else.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's, like, a dude named Corn Dog. I remember that.
Corn dog.
Do you remember that shit? They had to draw their own graphics.
Yeah, I remember that.
And his nickname was Corn Dog. So
That's
his board was just like a fucking corn dog. And I remember thinking,
so
yeah, and I remember thinking it was sick. I remember thinking like, oh, this board is fucking tight.
Mango
The rest
came
of
up
them
with
were
$1 million, right?
Yeah, the same year that Forrest and John Fitzgerald and fucking all those other dudes did.
Yeah, they produced some dudes, and then they went all weird.
And then they went weird, man. They had that dude with the big ass beard breaking people's boards.
What was that guy's name?
Bushwick Bill or some shit.
I don't know if it was that, but I remember it was like
It was Lurker Lou. I'm just talking shit.
Lurker Lou. Yeah, who is
It was
that?
Lurker Lou. I'm just talking shit. He's like an East Coast dude.
Okay. Yeah, I knew it was East Coast. I know the name, but
Yeah. I've actually heard that he's like a super duper nice dude in real life, but they just portrayed him as like the bad guy.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure it was I would assume he doesn't walk around focusing people.
What if he just pulls up to the park?
That show was so weird.
He pulls up to skate parks and says, "What's up, guys? I'm Lurker
Dude,
Lou," and they just find somebody's board just to focus.
They should bring it back with and put out Viceland.
Oh my god, dude! It would work. Don't even say it wouldn't. It would fucking work.
As long as
on
it's not like a
Viceland.
weird year. They just have
Yeah,
to.
but we've accepted Viceland as being like this thing for us. Like skaters fuck with Viceland. They gave us Coder, dude.
King of the Road.
King of the Road means everything to skateboarding, dude. In my
I love
opinion.
it. Psyched on it. Let's talk about Epically later. Now that that's coming.
Oh, you know who's coming this week, man? I'm gonna start crying. I know.
Yeah, but let's talk about what already arrived.
Have you watched every
Roy's
one of
episode?
Did you watch them all?
I haven't finished Spike Jones, but I've seen all the rest.
Spikes is so sick.
Yeah, tight. I gotta finish.
What's dope about Spike Jones is like, I thought that it was gonna be like so like backwards. Like I thought that they were gonna start with him as like this film fucking director, then go back to like his skating roots, and it's totally opposite.
Yeah, that's rad.
Like it talks about him as a
watched
skater so much. Like I did not expect that at all. I don't know. I think Patrick kills it. I've already shown my love and respect to Patrick O'Dell many times on this show, but I think the way that he formats those epically later pieces
done really well.
So good. It's so good. The Heath Chart one has been like realistically, man, probably my favorite epically later so like to date. Jerry Sue's was really dope.
I'll always is my
Yeah,
favorite.
Dylan's is fucking awesome. I really like Jerry Sue's. Who else do I really? The Josh Kalis ones are great.
Those are rad.
Damn, dude, there's like hard. It's almost harder to find one I don't like love.
There's a Malta one that's pretty cool. It's like 2 episodes.
Yeah, that one is pretty cool.
Pretty
They
sick.
take them back to Kansas City and shit.
There's been so much stuff like that about Malta. I feel
Yeah,
like
it's always the
everyone
same
wants to
thing. It's always
take
the
it
same
back.
thing.
I know,
Oh
but
yeah, he's from Kansas City. Put him in some Chiefs gear. Get him doing a front crook. It's always like the same shit with him, dude. It kind of sucks, man. Because I love Malto. He's like one of my favorite skaters.
I think everyone wants a piece of
He's
him.
oversaturated with Kansas City, man.
Just trying to rep his hometown.
Jesus Christ, dude. I'm not hating on him. Not for that. Not one bit, dude. Because if I was in the public spotlight, I would just be wearing like Cubs gear in every fucking photo. You know what I mean? Just cause.
You should start doing that on Skate Fillet.
No.
No. So let's talk about the most recent episode, Andy Roy. Did you watch that?
Fire. Yeah, hell yeah. You have to watch shit with like such polarizing figures like that. Like it's way too inviting to watch a documentary on a dude who's fucking nuts. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, of course I'm gonna watch that.
As soon as I see Andy Roy's name, I agree. I'm gonna click on and watch it because I know I'm gonna be.
Yep.
I know for sure something funny's gonna happen.
Were you like okay? Because you're 19, right?
Yeah.
Were you like familiar? What was your introduction to Andy Roy as a skater?
I don't really know.
Even when I was like a kid or like like a teenager or whatever, he was still like a total like pile of shit.
I'm not sure.
Like,
I feel
like still like really gnarly.
Like I've known the name, but I feel like seeing him on King of the Road made me be like, oh, like I want to look him up, and like kind of almost just from that. So like I've known his name for a while. But like, didn't really know much about him or really ever see him.
You knew about him more so like from King of the Road, and then went back and researched.
Yeah, exactly.
Got you.
Like I had heard his name before King of the Road.
No, I was just curious. I'm not like saying it as a bad thing. I'm just curious.
Oh no, yeah.
No, because I remember like he has random tricks in like Tampa Pro contests. Like he'll like have like a clip.
Oh, like in videos.
Yeah, and like I don't know, like just other random shit growing up. I remember being like, he was always shirtless and always bald. Like seriously, like that's all I remember like from him growing up. And then it seemed like he fucking disappeared. Literally, like I don't know where Andy Roy went at all. And then I remember randomly those Spitfires that came with like there was like a contest that like one of the Spitfire
with the tooth.
packs.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then like since then, I feel like he's just been around.
That was before. I think that was before King of the Road, and that's what
it was. It was definitely before King of the Road.
Yeah, before Viceland King of the Road, and that's
because I was just like, what?
I remember those, and I was like, oh, whoa, like this is really funny. Like
that was the gnarliest little sweepstakes in the history of skating. You find a dude's rotten tooth, and you win something. That's fucking hilarious.
Yes,
that is hilarious to me, dude. Absolutely ridiculous. But no, what was I saying though? No, that's like so. It was like it's crazy because I was like, oh, okay, now Andy Roy is on King of the Road. That's cool. Now Andy Roy is like getting footage again. Now Andy Roy is still got a board. Like it's fucking crazy, dude. This guy, dude. I almost thought he was just dead for a while, honestly.
Let's talk about.
I think he does really well on King of the Road, honestly.
Yeah, I think he's perfect.
If you read the comments, dude, he gets trashed, but I don't think that he does really? Like, oh God, if you read the comments on that shit, dude, he gets annihilated.
Yeah, I think the energy is great.
I think that's what's cool. Like, okay, but at the same time though, if you read the comments for the Dime Challenge, that announcer also gets fucking destroyed. And that dude is like, what is great for skateboarding? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't know.
Wade does a kickflip. He freaks the fuck out.
I know, that's so funny.
I love that shit. Are you kidding me? It's hilarious.
I just love Andy Roy. Like, I love how they have him read the thing before the show. Like, there's going to be explicit language and whatever. And then he's like, check! And he just starts screaming and stuff. It's so funny.
That shit's funny. I liked him at the Musket Challenge.
Yes, that was rad.
Yeah, he, like, brought on the hype, which is like, I mean, dude, if you're not going to skate a 30 stair, you might as well bring on the hype.
let's talk about one thing that a lot of people have been talking about since the show aired. It was the whole consolidated thing. So I
What's
think we
that?
might as well mention it. What?
What do you mean?
Like what went down in the show where when the Berto and that other dude came back to the park?
Oh, you're talking about. Gotcha. Sorry, I was like, what are you talking
In
about,
epically
man?
later.
Yeah. I'm tripping. My bad.
I mean that was crazy, but I don't know. Like, I mean, there's not much to say about that. But kind of just, is there anything from the show that stood out to, like, you were psyched on? Like, did you learn stuff? I don't know.
Not really learn. It was kind of like just more. Yeah, I guess learn would be the right word. Just like I got a further understanding, I guess.
Yeah. That's probably a better way to put it.
It was tight. It wasn't like my most like it wasn't like one of the episodes that I was like super duper hyped on or anything.
I was entertained though, especially.
Yeah, totally.
You
It
know
was
what's so funny to me looking back on, like, and I laughed when I watched it, was when I think it's at his mom's, when he's like, "Oh, if you guys can't find a board you're looking for, like, I probably have it," and he's in his shed full of boards. It was
that
so
is
funny.
crazy.
Yeah, that was insane. Um, but yeah, I think that consolidated thing made some crazy news for sure. It made me curious to just go look on their Instagram and see what people were saying. And it
What were
was
people
just
saying?
loaded with hate of
Like what?
just saying like, you guys look terrible on Epically Later, like Andy Roy made you look bad, you guys suck, whatever.
Damn.
Which, I mean, I don't know. Everyone has an opinion, and I'm not saying I agree or disagree with all those comments, but it's just funny how something like that show can have such a huge effect when people like knew nothing about the event. They find out one thing about an event and then jump straight to this conclusion and make sure
Straight to
like
social media.
everyone has to know. Yeah, it's like so
Yeah.
weird. But
It's you kids, man. You kids are crazy. You guys love talking shit on the internet.
uh
No, typing shit on the internet, I should say. Very few people actually talk this shit on the internet.
so
My dog's
another
ball is stuck under the bed.
go grab it. Another
it's
week,
cool.
and we have another pro announcement. I swear it's been every week for the past like 4 months on this show.
Yeah,
We've had
this
one,
dude is well deserved, dude.
and it's
Well,
been a
both of
while.
them, right?
Sean Hale,
Fucking beast.
this
Unreal.
actually, talking about this now, I need to buy the Birdhouse video so we can talk about that next week because I want to see
I
his
haven't
part.
seen it yet either.
Because
I
Sean
might just
Hale
buy it too.
his skating is insane.
So fucking good, dude. He is amazing.
I've been able to watch him in person once, and like
Yep.
the consistency and the tricks he was doing was nuts.
Yeah,
Which
he's
I mean, we
insane.
always say when we talk about watching those dudes in person is always so insane. So
Whatever happened to Mike Davis?
whoa.
That was the first thing I thought of when as like I don't
I
mean to
have
hate
not
on
thought about that in a while.
whatever happened to Mike Davis, man.
He
They brought
killed
that dude
it at
on.
sales. He was
brought
super
him-
tech.
They brought him on Coder.
Yeah, and he was really tech, right?
It seemed like he got along with those dudes. Like, what? What happened to him?
I don't know. I want to find out ASAP.
I feel like I have not heard from that dude since King of the Road.
I just found his Instagram.
Isn't he from like Seattle or Portland or some shit like that?
He hasn't posted since like King of the Road.
Oh my god, what does that mean? Does he just quit skating?
I don't know. Oh, he's an Instagram story. See what he's doing.
It's just like him, like drinking coffee or something.
Oh, here's him like in like some sweats or pajamas at night. It says, "I ain't got Instagram. No post 2017. Maybe next year." And he's rolling on his board.
Is it a birdhouse?
You can't tell. All you see is grip tape. Not sure. But dude, that's interesting you bring that up. I haven't heard his name since King of the Road ended when he was on it. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Wow.
Interesting, huh?
I mean, that's
Birdhouse.
really all we could say about Sean Hill going pro, but let's We'll be able to talk about the birdhouse video hopefully next week, which will be sick.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like we can talk more about it when we actually watch the video that turned him pro.
Did you see? I haven't watched yet, but they did a little video on the barracks, which is where they gave him his board. It was Saturdays in the Park. It's just kind of a sick name because of the video. And so they turned him pro there. They had Tony Hawk flying around in the barracks. That's tight. And then Trent McClung, we already talked about last week, turned pro, but this week his video part was released on YouTube, Primitive's YouTube channel. Mike, did you watch this? Actually, I know you watched this. There's no way you didn't.
I was going to say, I loved it. It was awesome.
Trent killed it. I mean, there's a lot of video projects, so it's like hard to, I don't know what to, but
Trent's got such a good back three and such a good full cab.
His flat ground back three was insane.
Like, his full cabs are really good, dude. How do you
pop a flat ground back three that high?
I don't know. He also has a clip wearing the Hellas kit, and I'm super stoked on that.
That's sick.
Did you notice it? Did you notice the Hellas kit?
Yeah. I mean, like the white sweats with the green shirt.
Yeah. I was like, hell yeah, dude. That's sick. I loved it.
That's Trent Steve.
I'll be right back.
I thought it was like I think his ledge combos really stand out to me, like the crazy, super awkward. There's one. It's I mean, it's easier to watch it than to talk about it. But the big spin fakie 5-0 and he does fakie front shove out looks so crazy, like super quick feet, crazy ledge trick out. Probably my favorite trick in the video part. Hard flip this bump over bar. The catch on it looks. Wait, I want Mike to do it. Mike. I was just saying, I think my favorite looking trick in that part. Remember?
Was the what?
He hard flips a bump over bar and he catches it so cool.
Oh, yeah, that was rad.
It's like one of those where they kind of.
That was your favorite trick?
I mean, one of them.
Dude, what about the tail slide, heel flip, tail slide?
Oh, switch too, yeah.
Yeah, switch.
Well, I mean, there's other ones that I think
that's crazy. That's nuts.
But the way he did that hard flip stands out to me for sure. I just really like the way he caught it.
Dude, think about that. Switch tail slide, switch heel tail slide. That's a nightmare. That's a fucking nightmare, dude.
I mean, flip back nose blunt Machpo was just like.
Yeah, that's awesome.
How is that even?
That's pro shit.
Yes, I think he's been skating pro for a while.
That's pro level tricks right there, boy.
It's sick that Primitive gave him this opportunity. I mean, we saw him hooked up by Element for a while.
Yep. Now it seems like Robert Neal's got his spot.
What was that?
So now it looks like Robert Neal's got his little spot too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. He's been going on trips for a while now, so it'll be cool to see him.
I mean, and Diego and Trent are pro now, so it's like the dudes who are supposed to be pro are pro.
Yeah. Yeah, now there's Robert will be Am, Waxon. They seem to back him.
I think they're going to do an Am video. That would make sense to introduce the new Ams like they did with Trent and Diego.
Trent and Diego, yeah.
Yep. That would be a cool idea because we're already familiar with both of them. So like dropping a trailer with anticipated footage would make sense.
Yeah.
Especially Waxon. I'd be stoked on a Waxon part. That kid's good as fuck. He's got grown man style for being a little shit too.
I know it grew. Yeah, I think like when he first started popping off, it was still like kind of a little kid. Like he's definitely still short, but like he doesn't.
Yeah, no, but his style doesn't like.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like that.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, he's a little dude.
Yeah, he looks really small.
He's what, like Brazilian?
Yes.
Those Brazilians, dude, they're gonna kill us in the Olympics.
Who's gonna win, Luan?
Luan's gonna win gold for
Dude,
Brazil.
every time this comes up on the show, I just get so curious of how all that's gonna go down.
Me too. Yeah,
I'm excited to see it unfold. Honestly,
very, very, very curious. It's
like how every part of that goes down. I want to know.
Yep. Who would you like to see? All right, cool. Because maybe I can get our the viewers involved with this one. Give me a top 3 of dudes that you'd like to see ride for the American team. Same with the viewers. I want to read them in the comments.
comment that. We'll make Instagram post about it too, so everyone can chat.
Yeah. I'd like to. Yeah. Okay, cool. I like that. Who would you like to see top 3?
Okay, myself.
No, Billy Jackson.
Oh no.
myself.
I meant like my turn. Sorry, I don't mean put me on the U.S. team. Yeah, Billy Jackson.
That's awesome.
For the U.S., we'll toss. We're gonna have a shot out there. Keep it fired up. Yeah, we'll go Louis too. Why not?
But he has the chance to skate for Mexico. With the Olympics, you can skate for your your roots.
All right. Well.
So like technically, Paul could skate for Mexico if he wanted to.
So can I say Louis, or does that not?
It's kind of weird because like
this is why I need everything to unfold. So
yeah, exactly.
I guess I'm saying Louis still because he.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you're right.
All right,
so
we'll go Louis, Ishod Ware. I guess I'm almost just listing some of my favorite skateboarders, and then we'll go. We'll go. Dude, I don't know who. Who do I think for the U.S.?
Alex fucking Majerus, dude.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's send Majerus.
What? Dude's a freak.
Yeah.
That'd be like he's like one of my #1 draft choices, dude.
Yeah, that's a good call. That's a really good.
I'm taking Alex Majerus. I'm taking Deshaun Jordan for damn sure.
Oh, that's a sick one.
For sure, dude. And then I
bet he'll be super into that too.
Then I'm taking Malto. I'm calling it a fucking date. I'm winning gold.
You know, your list seems. I mean, we'll see what happens with the whole drug testing thing, but your list sounds pretty good. I think Sean and Deshaun are clean. You could go from there.
That's awesome. You know who I'm low key rooting for as a country?
Huh?
Canada, baby.
If there's any logos allowed to be worn, I better see all the Canadians ripping dime hard.
Dude, that'd be so sick.
That'd be tight, huh?
Dude, get Bobby D out there, get Spency out there, dude. What?
Oh, they're already stacked.
Dude, what?
I bet TJ Rogers.
TJ Rogers, what? DeCenzo, pick one. Jeez, dude.
DeCenzo for sure.
Yeah, Canada ain't fucking around, man. They go hard.
Felipe, Luan.
Dude, Felipe, Carlos, Luan, they win.
Yup.
They fucking win.
Yeah, they're already stacked.
Ledge competition 9 out of 9, 9.9 overall.
Yeah, they'll take the ledge set. Except single-handedly, that Australia could just send Shane and he might win that.
Brophy.
Oh, Brophy could take the pop.
Damn, dude. Now that I think about it,
Ollie contest.
Yeah, dude. What? Brophy, Shane, and Chima, they're winning, dude.
Chima, yeah. Chima will
dude.
huck. Brophy will
This whole idea of like dudes that might be in the Olympics is really fun.
What about let's think of one more country.
One more country? France? I don't got it.
The problem is like there's so many European skateboarders I love, but a lot of them I'm just like, oh, they're from Europe. Like I don't actually know what country.
Luca Puig.
Yeah, Lucas. That'd be sick.
Fuck yeah. What about England, dude? Put Blondie on there, dude.
Blondie.
I love Blondie McCoy, dude. That guy's awesome.
What is it about Blondie that you get so hyped on?
I don't know. Style god.
Okay.
Tricks look good. Trick selection is great.
I think he has personality to his skating, especially in away days.
Like he also does back 3 manuals, and I find that just like so insane. Fucking what?
That's the Gino right there.
That's the Gino right there, dude.
Yeah, but for me, Bobby owns it to nose manual because I don't think I ever saw it till his tour.
Oh, I still haven't seen one.
I just don't know how you could do that.
Bobby also does back 50 back 3s, which is just like so fucking tight.
I love front 50 back 3, like when the dude out in the middle.
Yeah. Oh, that's what actually. Did I say back 50?
Yeah,
he does front 50.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
That looks insane.
Yeah, that's a nutty one, dude. That sounds really hard.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't got back 3 like that.
Come on, Mike.
Mm-mm.
Hey, you got back 3s on hips, huh? Because you're a hip guy.
Yeah. Yep. I could probably get a decent one on flat.
That's good.
I ain't doing it like that fucking awesome kid.
Let's talk about wait, who?
Sean Pablo's flat ground back 3 is fucked up.
Let's talk about the East Coast. Antonio Durao,
Love it.
numbers part.
Yep. We should
Came
just.
out of nowhere.
What's that? What else is on the list, dude? This thing is that he shut the bitch down.
There's one more pro announcement. I didn't
Ooh.
even notice it was there. Otherwise, I would have said it
Who
was
is
Sean
it?
Hale. Oski.
Oski? Oh,
Prosky.
man.
Prosky.
Prosky at 16?
Wait, what?
Isn't he like mad young?
I think he's young, but he's not. I don't think he's 16.
How old is he? I just assumed 16.
I think he's like 20.
No, Oski?
I think he's
He looks like a
19 or 20.
child. No, dude. I think he's like a little baby boy.
But I'm hyped he's pro because he
Oski.
bursted onto the scene out of nowhere this year, honestly.
Prosky.
Dude, Prosky, that is sick. Oh, I was hyped when the first person I saw post it like that.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Broski's 20. He's
He's
20
pro
years
for.
old.
Oh, he's 20. Oh man, I wanted him to be like
Skates
15.
For Polar, Nike, Street Lab, Skate Shop, Spitfire, Modest Bearings, Indy, and Jessup. Yo, Michael, what kind of grip tape you skate?
Me?
Yeah.
Jessup.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
I cannot skate Jessup.
Why?
My foot just moves. I can't do
I wish
that.
I like Shake John. I should probably
really? I
start
never
skating
tried
Shake
it.
John just because I like. Me neither. I just like their brand.
Yeah, I love especially when Shane Hale was on the 9 Club. It was cool to hear the story behind that. That was rad.
And just like everyone that they hook up with. Like, do you remember that? What was the name of that video? Skate Tank. Remember how many people were in that shit? Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, it is cool. Definitely like gives an authentic family thing.
And you know what else is
Country,
really
I love that they hook up all those dudes.
totally. And you know what else I noticed is like even if a dude leaves a Baker brand, like they still always like typically stay with Shake John too.
Yeah. That is true.
Like we've seen that with multiple dudes.
Yeah, I mean Shake Junt was posting a bunch of Braden stuff for his birthday.
Mm-hmm. And then
yesterday or 2 days ago.
what's his face? Moose as well.
Yeah. I was also that's funny. That's exactly what I thought of when you were talking about this.
Moose is sick as fuck, dude. Can we stop sleeping on this dude, man? Great skateboarder.
Yeah.
Back three, dude. Hollywood.
So I know you're psyched on this Antonio part. So let's hear some standouts. What you loved about it? I don't know. Whatever.
Dude, the switch front heels that's gonna be like his thing, man.
Dude, the one in the numbers edit the
number. Oh, did you see? Speaking of numbers, did you see who's dropping a part this week?
Miles Silvers. It's
Yup.
gonna be nuts.
Pretty excited for that, dude.
I'm
Did not expect to just hear that.
Yeah, that's quick. Fired another one off after push.
I wonder if it's gonna be like a lot of LA footage or like a lot of California footage. Because I mean, like, when did we see like a numbers or hear of like a numbers trip?
Yeah, I know that they've just done the thing. Like the last numbers trip was in LA one to film numbers edition 2 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Maybe just working with someone up in SAC, or I'm not really sure. But we'll see. I mean, Miles seems to be a busy dude traveling all the time, so we could see footage from everywhere.
Yeah. No shit,
But
right?
Antonio, I don't want to overlook this because I feel like you're hyped on it. I feel like you got something cool to say about it.
I mean, dude, he is the truth, and that's gonna be every kid's favorite skater for a while. I think that he's one of those dudes that kind of came out of nowhere, and we don't hear him speak a lot. We don't see a lot of interviews. We don't like, so it's kind of like he has like this like mysterious like allure to him.
That's kind of sick.
It is sick.
I think not always, but I think like for him, it's kind of it makes it almost elevates the hype when he drops a part.
I feel like another dude that we kind of have like a similar vibe with, just the dude is a dude that we were just talking about, Bobby D.
Yeah.
Like we don't hear him speak a lot. We don't like, you know what I mean, get like this oversaturation.
A lot.
Yeah, exactly. So it's almost like when we do see his skate footage, it's just like
there's a desire for it.
Appreciated that much more, I guess.
Yeah. Definitely.
Which is sick, dude, because like in skating, like historically those dudes that have been like that have always like been like such a fucking legend. Like obviously Penny comes to mind.
Mm-hmm.
And like I don't know, there's a bunch of them, dude. Heath, Gino, like all those dudes.
Dude, the second I saw Antonio Durao nollie 50 LA high from flat,
Yep. I
said,
saw it
I
in
want to
that
go watch this
promo, and
video
I was
part
like, oh my.
ASAP. I
Yup.
was like, have you been there, Mike?
What?
The LA high?
I have not.
Okay, well, let me tell you, the day you get the chance.
I'll be back in LA in a few months, dude.
Okay, well, in a few months, when you get the chance to go to LA High, you're going to look at that bank and you're going to be like, how can anybody get there from
Dude,
flat?
I'm assuming that Antonio and I are similar in height, and just by judging where his shoulders are when he goes to pop, I can already assume how fucked up that thing is.
Dude, it is huge. To skate from flat makes absolutely no sense.
He
I
reminds
mean, the
me
whole
like
spot in general, you'll get there and you'll be like, how do people skate this? But when
just
you're
like,
gonna be like, he nollie 50'd it? Like, perfect?
and then rolled in like a gangster too.
It looked so amazing.
The way that he rolled in is like so stylish, man.
Dude, I think one trick that's been overlooked, I think maybe he's in Real Street or something kind of random, but Torrey Puddle did nose grind pop out from flat, like popped out into the bank. That was insane.
Tori's a G, man. We all know that.
I mean, the ender, Antonio Durao's front board on the rail dropped to that double-sided curb, like curve around a fakie. I just don't know how you can even do. How does your board not break, and how do you even control that? It was crazy. And I think we have to mention those New York City 5-block switch varial flip was massive.
Yeah, no shit, right?
It's cool watching him skate down stuff because he pops his tricks so high. It's just like, wow.
Yeah, no shit.
It's ginormous.
Mm-hmm. Dude, especially for like it doesn't like typically with like high pop dudes, I feel like it's almost like a taller dude that has like the advantage because you can kind of see over what you're about to pop over, you know?
Okay.
Like, dude, when he like bends down to ollie, man, everything has to look gigantic.
Yeah, I think of that line when he does the super big switch front
nose
nose slide
slides?
in downtown
Yeah.
LA. Like he
Switch
bends down to
there.
pop and the thing's like at his head.
That's what I'm saying. That's like exactly what I'm saying.
How does he get there?
I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. He's got those like just straight like just booster feet, man, rocket feet.
He definitely has this effect, like we mentioned. Like I want to see more. I'm psyched on his footage. It's so rad.
It's so true too, especially to have him on numbers like this, like baby brand that does like we don't really know a lot still about.
Yeah, seems like the perfect am for them to really push, and it's cool that they have like he's on them. I think it's good for him because that they're focused on, and that's rad because I think he deserves that, and he really wasn't getting any attention before that.
Who's the other one? Kyron?
Yeah, Kyron and Magnus.
Magnus. Oh yeah, Magnus, dude. What?
But I mean, I even remember at Buster Bale here in San Diego, Antonio was there just with a blank board with like Nike stickers on it, and I think Felper, like someone like tossed a joke about him just being like Nike guy because he had like a Nike shirt, a Nike beanie, and just like Nike stickers on his board, and that was it. And it was just like he just looked like a Nike ad. But I was just like, dude, it's so weird that no one's like backing him right now.
Yeah, no shit, dude.
So it's cool that he has the opportunity to like be the am that's really that brand is focused around.
Fucking Magnus though, dude.
I mean,
I'm hyped on Magnus. He's a freak, man.
Tray flips up stuff. Like, how do you do that?
The way that he does his tray flip is like nobody else, especially for a tray flip that like is the most common trick in skateboarding.
His are super rad. You know his tray flip I like
the best ones, dude.
I've always mentioned I love Bobby Morris, and I'll always love Bobby Morris tray flips. Kelly Hart's are sick.
Kelly, yeah, he's got a good one.
I love those ones that rotate more like up.
I like Mike Mo's a lot.
Sucks up. Yeah, Mike Mo's got some cool one. Yeah. Well, that's it for the topic list.
Oh man, we ran through that one. Good.
We did. It was good. That was a good time.
I'm okay with that, dude. We got through what we needed to get through.
Yeah.
Dudes went pro. Shit got thrashed.
Dudes
shit got burned.
You're not Gerwer.
I love that, dude.
It's pretty epic.
Things got thrashed. Shit got burned.
The way he says it is so funny. Top
That
3
dude is a
favorite videos of the
fucking
year.
cartoon character, dude.
I've loved every Atlantic Drift. I've loved Thrash and Burn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Through and
Louis
through was
Spitfire Park gets his own
fucked
little
up.
best part. Wait, what?
Or what was it called? Through and through, or by any means? By any
By any means.
means.
Through and through is the
Yeah.
older one, yeah. By any means.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Dude, by any means is fucked up. Fucked up.
Yeah, you better get there. Watch that.
Zion,
If you haven't.
baby. Coming pros.
Yeah,
Soon.
Mike's dude Zion. Can't finish this episode without Mike saying Zion.
Zion will be mentioned in every episode somewhere.
Yeah, and even once he gets his board, hopefully
Dude,
once Zion's pro, hopefully Mike has one right behind him, so we don't even have to say.
Oh yeah, I'll have to.
If he's not on the list, ever on the topic list, you can just read his name.
This fucking point. I can't remember that.
Just what up?
Get like an autographed board. I'm gonna have him sign one, dude, and just put it right there, just for everyone to see how pro that dude is.
How pro he is.
It's coming soon, dude. Just fucking wait, man. It's got to be around the corner. Like, come on, dude. You can't just like have this dude killing it that hard and have all his homies going pro and then him just chilling. Fuck that shit,
Only
dude. This
time
boy
will
needs
tell.
a board.
He
needs a board, and he needs a board to do 540s with.
I don't know how he has 540s. That's just.
He has 540s, man.
Oh, he's got them.
What about that one that he does that's like he grabs it on one end and then like grabs the nose on the opposite hand while he's still in the fucking air?
Oh, yeah.
Like, what a freak, man. Who does that shit? Like, especially while spinning? Like, holy hell, dude.
Now that we're talking about Zion, did I just remembered. Did you watch his, I'm sure you did, his rough cut?
Yeah, of course.
How funny was it when he wait, is that in Thrash and Burn? Oh no. I'm sorry, I got mixed up. When he does that 540 in the pool and then he comes out of the pool and he says something and then he calls himself out on 10.
Yeah, he's like, that may be 10, but whatever.
Got the clip or something.
Got the clip, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
great.
Well, hopefully we got some news and stuff to talk about next week, but we'll for sure be talking about all the video parts because they've been dropping like no other.
We get to talk about Miles and we get to talk about the Muska, so we're fine.
Yeah, we're already set up for
we're fucking good, dude.
We're chilling.
Hey,
all right, 122 is next week. Thank you guys.
121's a cool number.
I know. I like saying it in the intro.